Hi, my name's Tanya Dominy, and I'm here to talk to you today about the effects of bullying in the locker room. We've all had bullies, we've all dealt with bullies, whether it be in school or whether it be in our adult life. We have your Sids from Toy Story, and then you have your Eddie Haskells. My son goes to a private school, and I thought that with him being in private school, he wouldn't be picked on and bullied. You know, take him out of private school. I don't have to worry with all the things that happen in public school as opposed to private school. And boy, was I wrong. I had an awakening. He had an instance where he was picked on in the locker room. And, you know, you go to the teachers and the teachers tell you it'll be taken care of. And then the kids that bullied him calls him a snitch. I have another friend that has a son that goes to private school also. And his bullying happened in the locker room and on Facebook. In the locker room, the boys at the school would take his clothes, hide his clothes, call him ugly names, atrocious names. Now, keep in mind, my son and this young man are both in middle school. And this is usually around the time around adolescence, puberty, when these boys and girls are doing all this bullying. So, right here is an example of a bully putting a less stature student into a locker. Nerd, geeks, you know, we all have our names for them. And this is an example of confinement. So, bullying in the locker room. Why does it happen? What are the effects of it? And what are the repercussions of it? I'd like to start by giving a definition of bullying. What is bullying? Bullying is aggressive behavior that is meant to hurt or cause discomfort to another person. The forms of bullying are physical, which is hitting, punching, kicking, slapping, or confining. That's kind of your Sid bullies or your Farkas bullies from A Christmas Story. Then you have your verbal bullying, which is teasing, taunting, or rumor spreading. These are more like your Eddie Haskells. They do them behind closed doors in the locker rooms, and no one would ever think that sweet little Eddie Haskell would ever pick on anybody because he never gets in trouble in class. Then you have your social forms of bullying, which is isolation, exclusion, or public humiliation. Now, there's another type of bullying you have to deal with now, which is social media, which is Facebook, Kick-It, Instagram, Snapchat. Those are kind of the slam books of the 90s now. They are out to ruin someone's reputation. So, why does bullying happen in the locker room? Well, you've got lack of adult supervision. Why does someone bully? And it's kind of a coming of age. So the first thing is lack of supervision. There's no supervision in a locker room generally. That's the only time of the day when there are no adults present with students. You know, all day long you're in the classroom, the teacher's there, except for, you know, usually when the teacher steps out, everybody goes throwing the paper balls, spitballs, talking. But that's usually on rare occasions. But in your locker room, there is no adult supervision. There may be some cameras, but most schools there are no cameras present. And so with no adults present, no cameras present, what happens in that locker room generally can't be proven. Words aren't usually recorded or copied. You know, there may be physical evidence, bruises, bumps, handprints, scratches, but generally it's just usually ugly words that are spoken. Why do people bully? Well, for one thing, they want to feel inferior or important. Kind of like Captain Caveman. Woo, look at me. I'm a bully. I'm big. I'm inferior. I'm Conan the Barbarian. You know, they want to be someone or something that they are not. They also want to let off steam. You have to remember that most of the time that this bullying is taking place is during adolescence, during puberty, and these hormones are getting all in the way. So these kids are letting off steam. Is it the appropriate way to let off steam? No, but it's one way that they do it. And then they do it to impress others. You know, you have your captain of the football team or someone big in a sport, and they pick on others to keep that adrenaline rush going. You know, everybody's eyes are on me on the football field or on the track or here or there, and I want to keep everybody's eyes on me at all times. So, coming of age. I remember being told that when I get picked on, pretty well suck it up, Buttercup, because people are going to pick on you, and that's a part of life. We live in a different generation now. We've seen the effects of bullying being suicide, mass shootings. My mama used to tell me that they just picked on me because they were jealous, and they wouldn't tease me if they didn't like me. And I kept remember thinking back, well, you know, why can't they just be my friend instead of picking on me? Because it hurts your feelings. Repercussions of bullying. You know, if you go and tell on a bully, then you're slated to be a tattletale or a snitch. So what do? Well, a lot of the repercussions are suspension. The bullies get suspended for picking on people because it's a big thing now. Bullying is in the media a lot. Georgia Military College, they have 3 offenses and you're out. The first offense is you have to write an essay on why bullying is bad. The second offense is you are suspended for a week, and then when you come back to school, your parent has to go to every class with you. So that's embarrassing enough. And then if there is a third offense, then they're kicked out of school. And sometimes it's police action. If someone lays hands on you, the police can be called. They can be charged for hurting you or physically abusing you. So I hope you kind of get an idea of the issues with the bullying in the locker room. Thank you.